everyone, welcome back to my class. Myself Rumana Ali. I hope you all are doing well. When we think about the intelligence of the animals, then we remember two animals, parrot and dolphins. These two animals shows their intelligence. In many of the stories, we might have seen that the parrot is taken as a character to communicate with the other people. They can be able to communicate with the other people when we train them. And the dolphins are also the animals that show their intelligence in many of the activities. So let us talk about the intelligence of dolphins first. To know or to study about the intelligence of dolphins, one person named Herman, he practically proved the logical thinking of the dolphins. He also proved that the dolphins are the animals that can be able to understand the code language as well. So Herman was a person who practically proved the intelligence of the dolphins. He did many observations. He took 4 dolphins and he named that dolphin by the different names, and he trained them in such a way that whenever he closes fist, then the dolphins look at the tub which is kept near them, and when Herman raises his hands and arms, then these 4 dolphins go to the tub, and when he raises one of his hand, then they take the ball which is present in the tub. So in such a way he trained that dolphins, and he showed that the dolphins show the logical thinking, and they even able to understand the code language. So in this way they understand the signals and also understand how to act on them, how to give an action for that signals. And when we repeat these signals in a reverse manner, then they also show the actions in the reverse manner. In this way the intelligence can be observed in the dolphins. The intelligence can be appreciated of the dolphins. So as they have the logical thinking, they can even understand the length of the whistle. Based on the length of the whistle, they act. Let us study the intelligence or the intellectual ability that is shown by the parrots. We'll take the example of grey African parrot here. Grey African parrot was brought by a scientist named Pepper Berg. So she was a person who brought a grey African parrot, and she taught that parrot 100 English words. The parrot learned 100 English words, and she also taught to frame that 100 words into the different sentences. The parrot is able to frame the sentences by using that 100 English words. So whenever Pepper Berg asks the questions to the parrot, it gives the answer. For example, when she shows the two objects and asks the questions like what is the similarity, then it can be able to answer like color. And if she asks the question like what is the difference, then it answered shape. So by this we can understand that the parrot is able to differentiate between the color as well as shape, and it shows some creative behavior as well. When Pepper Berg gives an apple, or when Pepper Berg presents an apple to this grey African parrot, it named it as Bannery. When she asked what is this, then it named it as Bannery. Why it named it as Bannery? So here it felt the taste of the apple like banana, and the color of the apple like big cherry, appearance of an apple like a big cherry, so he named it as Bannery. So it shows the creative nature of this grey African parrot. Parrots are able to learn up to 7th table, and they can even learn the different sentences when we train them. So in such a way we can see how this shows the creative behavior, how amazing the behavior of the animal is. So अभी हम बात करेंगे इंटेलिजेंस. एनिमल्स, थोड़े से ऐसे एनिमल्स होते हैं जो कि इंटेलिजेंस बताते हैं, और वो वाले एनिमल्स है डॉल्फिन्स और पैरट. डॉल्फिन्स ऐसे एनिमल्स है जिसके अंदर लॉजिकल थिंकिंग होती है, जो कोड लैंग्वेज को भी समझ सकते हैं. तो इस तरह के इंटेलिजेंस बताते हैं ये वाले एनिमल्स, जिसको हम बोलेंगे डॉल्फिन्स. और डॉल्फिन्स को ऑब्जर्व करने वाले पर्सन का नेम है हरमन. हरमन ने प्रैक्टिकली प्रूव किया है कि डॉल्फिन्स लॉजिकल थिंकिंग बताते हैं. तो इन्होंने इस तरीके से 4 डॉल्फिन्स को ट्रेन किया है कि जब भी वो कोई भी कोड लैंग्वेज बताते या फिर कोई भी एक्शन बताते, तो वो सिग्नल्स ये लोग रिसीव करते और फिर उस सिग्नल के मुताबिक ही एक्शन बताते. ठीक है, इससे लॉजिकल थिंकिंग और इंटेलिजेंस पता लगेगी डॉल्फिन्स की. और नेक्स्ट है ग्रे अफ्रीकन पैरट. पेपर बर्ग ने ग्रे अफ्रीकन पैरट को 100 इंग्लिश वर्ड्स सिखाए थे, और वो इंग्लिश वर्ड्स को सेंटेंसेस में भी यूज कर पाते थे पैरट. सो व्हेनेवर शी आस्क्ड द क्वेश्चंस टू दिस ग्रे पैरट, इट कैन बी एबल टू आंसर. तो आंसर दे सकता था वो. और एक मरतबा जब पेपर बर्ग ने एप्पल दिया है ग्रे अफ्रीकन पैरट को, तो वो एप्पल को पैरट ने बैनरी के नाम से पुकारा है. और बैनरी यहाँ पर नाम देने की वजह है कि वो टेस्ट में बनाना की तरह था और कलर और शेप में यानी अपीयरेंस में बिग चेरी की तरह था। तो इस तरीके से ये क्रिएटिव नेचर बताता है, पैरट के क्रिएटिव नेचर की वजह से ही ये एप्पल को इसने बैनरी नेम दिया है। सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल्स और द ऑब्जर्वेशंस दैट हैज बीन ऑब्जर्व्ड बाय द डिफरेंट पीपल्स to show the intelligence or to show the special behavior of certain animals like dolphins and parrots. Every species in the animal kingdom has its own intelligence that's shown by their behavior depending upon the type of the stimulus. And some of the animals shows the emotions as well, like sadness, happiness. They show this kind of emotions. So for example, if you go for a tour by leaving your dog at home, then it cries a lot. So this is the feeling of sadness that is shown by the dog. And when you come back home, it wags its tail, it jumps, and it starts to lick at your face. So this shows the feeling of happiness by this animal. And some of the animals shows the behavior or shows special behavior in order to protect themselves from the animals, in order to threat the animals. And that includes barking of dogs, hissing of snakes, tipping of hedgehog. So these are certain animals that shows these kind of behavior in order to protect themselves from the enemies. So in this way, some of the animals shows the emotions and some of the animals shows the different kinds of behavior to show the defense against the other animals. And if you are interested to identify the behavior of the different animals, then you have to make a list of these things, like name of that animal, the place or the habitat where it lives, and how it built its place, the way of collecting food, and the external characters of that animal, and even the expressions like happiness, fear, sadness. These are the expressions that needs to be observed, and also the group behavior of that animal. So these are the things that should be enlisted in order to know the behavior of the animal. So the study of animal behavior is a science which is under the branch called zoology. Zoology is a branch that shows the study of animals, and the study of the different animals is called as ethology. So the main aim of the ethology is to conserve the biodiversity. The ethology is nothing but the study of the different animals in the laboratory or in the field investigations. And the ethology helps us to conserve the biodiversity. The different biologists that studied the different behaviors of the animals are Nicholas Tinbergen, Konrad Lorenz, Carl von Frisch. So these are the biologists that studied the different behaviors of the different animals, and they got the Nobel Prize in the year 1973 for this contribution. And this ethology is strongly related to the other disciplines as well, and that includes ecology, neuroanatomy and evolution. So this is about a branch of science called ethology that helps us to conserve the biodiversity. Let's have a quick recapitulation of all the different types of behavior that has shown by the different animals and that we studied in the lesson animal behavior. Animal behavior can be defined as the interaction of the animal with the other animals or with the environment. So this is called as animal behavior, and the scientist studied the different behaviors that has been observed in the different animals, and they classified the behavior into 4 main types. Means the 4 types of the behavior has been studied extensively by the different scientists, and that are instinct, imprinting, conditioning and imitation. Instinctual behavior is a behavior that is not natural, that needs not to be learned. For example, if we talk about the instinctual behavior of the animals, then here we can take an example of bird makes a nest. The nest which makes by the bird, it's an instinctual behavior. And when we take an example of the humans, how the humans show the instinctual behavior, then we can take an example like the baby cry when they feel hungry. So this is an instinctual, natural behavior that needs not to be learned. The next one is imprinting. Imprinting means following the other one. The chicken, after hatching, they follow the moving object. Whatever they see the object moving first after hatching, they follow that. So usually they see their mother hen and they follow the mother hen. This type of behavior is called as imprinting behavior. And the next one is conditioning. Conditioning is a learned behavior. The behavior which has to be learned based on some conditions, that is called as conditioning behavior. And the example is when the grazing animals moves through the field, they don't go near the electric fences because they know that if they touch that electric fences, they get the shock. So this is learned behavior. And here conditioning is also shown by the humans as well. The advertisers, they show or they condition the other humans in such a way that they got the positiveness about their products. So this is called as conditioning. And the imitation is a behavior in which one animal copies the other animal. This type of behavior usually sees in chimpanzees. So copying the other person is called as imitation. This type of behavior is shown by humans too. They also copy the other persons. The next is investigating animal behavior. So the scientists, they observe the different animals and they describe the different behaviors shown by the different animals based on or depending upon the type of stimulus. We have seen that there are two types of stimulus. They are external stimulus and internal stimulus. Internal stimulus include fear. Internal stimulus include fear, hunger, all these feelings. So this feeling is due to the secretion of some chemical substances inside the body of the animals, and that chemical substances are called as hormones. And external stimulus like sound, smell. So based on the type of the stimulus, the animal shows its response and they show the different behavior. So we have already studied the different behaviors that are shown by the different animals. For example, weaver bird. Weaver bird is a bird that stitches its nest by using 3 leaves, and beaver is a mammal who build a dam by using the stuff like branches, straws, threads and grass. So in this way, it shows its intellectual ability. And wasps are the small insects that make its home with the wet mud, that make its home which looks like a pot. So it uses wet mud to build its home so that it cannot be broken down easily. And these wasps, they also think about the future. So as they think about the future, they lay the eggs on the food collected in their homes, and after the larva comes out of the egg, they can feed on the food that has been collected by these wasps. So in this way, these are the animals that show their special or the intellectual abilities. The next is scrub gay and the squirrels. These are the animals that shows the hiding and cheating nature. And when we talk about the intelligence of the animals, then the 2 examples can be taken, and they are dolphins and parrots. These are the animals that show the intelligence. Dolphins are the animals that show the logical thinking, and even they can understand the code language as well. And the parrots are the animals, if we give the training or if we taught the different words to the parrots, then they can communicate with us. So this shows the intelligence of the different animals. And certain animals shows the emotions like sadness, happiness, fear or hunger. So dogs are the animals that shows the different emotions, that shows the different feelings. And certain animals shows the special behavior in order to protect themselves from the enemies. They show the defense mechanism by their different behavior, and that includes barking of dogs, hissing of snakes. So these are the animals that show this type of special behavior in order to protect themselves from the enemies. The last topic of our lesson is ethology. Ethology is the study of animals. It is the study of the different animals in a laboratory or in a field investigation. And this ethology is strongly related to some other disciplines as well, and that includes ecology, neuroanatomy, evolution. And the aim of the ethology is to conserve the biodiversity. So here the lesson ends. I hope it's clear. I'll be back with a new lesson. Thank you.